Hey everybody, I thought while I was waiting for my little Mason to get out of school, I got about 5 minutes so that I can make part 2 of the F.R.E.S.H series. I have no idea how many parts are going to be in the series, but I'm just going with it, okay? Part 2, I was like, God, what's going to be part 2? I don't know. I'm not really excited about part 2 because it is helping me understand why I should have kept things fresh. And I'm talking about, like, what I do for a living. I'm a personal trainer, and I know y'all have probably a million things going through your head right now. I'm just a little disheartened today. When you're a trainer and you work, I'm certified through National Academy of Sports Medicine. You have to renew your certification. You have to keep your certification fresh. That's the part of my job I'm not really good at. I don't like that part. I would do what I do for a living for free. In a lot of ways, I do what I do for a living for free. So the business side of things, I don't really pay attention to. I know that's ridiculous to say for someone who runs their own business, who works for themselves. Just going to say, thank God my husband handles the finances or we would not have a house. I got an email today saying I needed to recertify. My certification expired on April 6th. It's not their responsibility to remind me as many times as it would take to remind me to get up and quit slacking and do something that is important. Even though I don't think it's important, I can push it off and wait. Continuing education credits and all those little things to keep my certification alive. Yeah, it's pretty high dollar. I'm going to have to pay like $309 here. I'm going to have to pay $299 here, $99 here, and a late fee of $30. Throughout the year, that's not too bad, but all at once? Are you kidding me? So, yeah, it's kind of where I'm at today. I wish that I would have kept my certification fresh. So, it's not a fun way to live. It's very frustrating, actually. The same thing happened to me last year. And they waived all the late fees, and they helped me out with a lot of things. So I got the get out of jail free card. Did not learn from my mistake. I assure you I'm paying attention this time. I'm going to get it all taken care of. I'm going to keep my certification fresh, but I'm learning the hard way. This totally bit me in the butt, and it hurts. And I'm not really having a fun time with it. I had to call Lewis and tell him, and totally didn't make any excuses. Just told the people that I was on the phone with, hey, I just slacked off. I put this on the back burner, and I'm really sorry. And I know it's in their notes that I did the same thing last year, which is totally ridiculous. I love seeing people that I train learn from their mistakes, and gosh, I could kick myself. But part of the F.R.E.S.H series, is not always going to be the good stuff. This is something that I'm just encouraging you. If there's something in your life that you need to keep fresh because it is at a risk of being expired or dying, keep it fresh. Don't be frustrated. Just do it. It may seem like something you don't want to do, but you need to face it because it's going to come around full circle. You are going to have to deal with it, and it's going to be all at once, and it's going to be so overwhelming. But the good news is last year I was crying. I was upset. I was so stressed out. I was trying to figure out what I could do to get out of this, and I couldn't. And this year I totally accepted responsibility and not stressed out about it. I'm just like, you kidding me? So reality is in. I didn't keep my certification fresh. And it's horrible to admit I don't like the business side of things, but, I can ride on freedom as much as I want. I can say I'm free to do what I want, but I do have responsibilities. And we all do. We're adults. We're Christians, especially. We have to count the cost. When you want to do something with your life, there is going to be a cost. But good thing is we don't have to do it alone. God is helping me. I am leaning on Him. I ran directly to Him, which is another new thing in my life, another fresh thing that I'm starting to do. I'm going to have trouble in this world. A lot of it being my fault, I'm sure, but I can take responsibility and I can run to Him and I can repent and I can keep it fresh and say, God, it is what it is. I am so sorry. I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm going to take a different approach, a fresh approach, and I know that it's worth it. So keep things fresh, keep things from expiring, keep things from changing in a bad way. Keeping things fresh changes things in a good way. Hopefully that encouraged you today. Keep it fresh, keep it real. Peace. Part 3 coming soon.